She claimed, "You're just jealous he gives me attention," about her coworker. I said, "He'll give you more than that." When HR got my anonymous email, the office was never the same. I, 29 male, am done staying quiet about this mess. My ex-girlfriend Eliza, 27, worked at a mid-sized marketing firm for 3 years. Good job, decent pay, seemed happy there. We'd been together for 2 years, lived together for 6 months. About 4 months ago, she started mentioning this new senior account manager, Derek, 34M. At first it was normal. Derek had a great idea in the meeting. Or, Derek brought donuts for everyone. Cool, sounds like a nice coworker. But then it shifted. She'd come home talking about him for like 30 minutes straight, how funny he was, how he really gets digital marketing, how he complimented her presentation skills. Started staying late for project reviews with him. Going to team lunches that somehow only included the two of them. I brought it up casually one evening while we were cooking dinner. "So this Derek guy seems pretty involved in your work life lately." She rolled her eyes. "He's a senior manager. Of course he's involved. Just seems like you mention him a lot. Are you seriously jealous of my coworker? That's so immature." "Not jealous, just noticed a pattern." She put down her knife and stared at me. "Derek is married with 2 kids. He's professional and supportive, which is more than I can say for you right now. Supporting your career and being concerned about boundaries aren't mutually exclusive. There are no boundaries being crossed. You're just jealous he gives me attention and validates my work. Maybe if you showed more interest in my career instead of your stupid fantasy football league. I literally helped you prepare for your last 3 presentations. Whatever, he's teaching me about account management. It's called mentorship. Grow up." The conversation ended with her sleeping on the couch. By choice. Next few weeks got worse. She'd text constantly during dinner, smile at her phone, take calls in the bathroom, started dressing differently for work. Tighter skirts, lower cuts, heels she used to complain hurt her feet. Then came the night that changed everything. 3 weeks ago, Thursday. She came home at 11 p.m., slightly buzzed. "Work drinks?" I asked. "Derek took a few of us out to celebrate landing the Morrison account." "A few of you?" "Yeah, me, him, and others." "Who?" "Why does it matter?" "Because you're lying. Your coworker Jade posted Instagram stories 2 hours ago from her nephew's recital. Your other teammate Rahman doesn't drink, so who else was there?" She went quiet, then defensive. "Fine, it was just us. He wanted to celebrate and everyone else was busy. It's not a big deal. Your married boss took you out for drinks alone until 11 p.m. and you don't see the issue? He's not my boss, he's a senior colleague. And you're just jealous he gives me attention you don't." "Eliza, he's grooming you." She actually laughed. "Grooming me? I'm 27, not 17. He respects my intelligence and potential. Sorry you can't handle another man seeing my value." "He'll give you more than attention if you keep this up." "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means guys like Derek don't mentor young women out of the goodness of their hearts. He's got an agenda." "You're pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Derek has never been anything but professional. Professional men don't take female subordinates to solo drinks until midnight. I'm done with this conversation, and maybe this relationship if you can't trust me." She stormed to the bedroom. I slept on the couch that night. My choice this time. But here's what Eliza didn't know. I'd met Derek before. Update 1. So after that Thursday night fight, I knew I had to do something. Not because I was jealous, because I knew exactly who Derek Holmesworth was. See, my buddy Trevor works in IT for the same company. Different department, but same building. About 6 months ago, Trevor told me about this account manager who got talked to by HR for being too friendly with an intern. Nothing official on his record because the intern left before filing anything formal. Guess who that was? I asked Trevor to keep an eye out, not to spy, just notice things. He didn't have to look hard. Monday after our fight, Trevor texts me, "Your girl and that dude are in the supply closet. 3rd time this week." "Doing what?" "Talking, but the door's closed. Make of that what you will." Tuesday, another text. "He just walked her to her car, hand on lower back the whole time." Wednesday, "Bro, they left for lunch at noon. It's 2:30. Her car's still gone." That evening, Eliza came home humming. Actually humming. "Good day?" I asked. "Great day. Derek's recommending me for the junior account manager position. Says I'm a natural. That's fast. You've only been working closely for what, 2 months? When you're good, you're good. She kissed my forehead. I might be late tomorrow. Derek wants to prep me for the interview. At the office? He has a home office, more resources there. I sat up. You're going to his house? His home office. God, you really can't let this go, can you? Eliza, please don't go to his house. She crossed her arms. Give me one good reason. Because I care about you and this feels wrong. Your jealousy feels wrong. I'm going. End of discussion. Thursday came. She left work at 3 p.m. according to Trevor. Didn't come home until 10 p.m. How was the prep? I asked. Productive. I think I've really got a shot at this position. Her shirt was inside out. Your shirt's on backwards. She looked down, face flushing. I changed at the gym after. Must have put it on wrong. You don't have a gym bag. I keep spare clothes in my car. Since when? Since I started caring about my appearance. Something you haven't noticed. I stood up. Eliza, did something happen with Derek? Oh my God, nothing happened. I'm so sick of this jealous, controlling behavior. Then why is there a hickey on your neck? She slapped her hand over her neck. Wrong side. It's a curling iron burn. You don't curl your hair. I'm trying new things. Why are you interrogating me? Because you're lying, and you're not even good at it. She grabbed her purse. I'm staying at my sister's. I can't deal with your paranoia. Eliza, wait. No, you're suffocating me. Derek's right. You're threatened by successful women. Derek said that? She paused at the door. He understands what it's like to support ambitious people. His wife is a surgeon. Did he mention his wife when he was giving you that hickey? She slammed the door. That night, I made a decision. If she wanted to destroy our relationship for a creep who was obviously using her, fine. But I wasn't going to let him destroy other women's careers too. I opened my laptop and started typing. Update 2 Friday morning. I sent the email. Anonymous account, VPN, the works. But I didn't just send it blind. I did my homework first. See, Trevor had access to the security badge logs, IT perks. I had him pull 3 months of data for Derek and Eliza's badge swipes. The pattern was obvious. Multiple instances of them being the last 2 in the office. Several times their badges showed them entering the building on weekends. One instance of them badging into a conference room at 7 p.m. and not badging out until 10 p.m. But that wasn't enough. I needed more. I remembered Eliza's laptop. She'd given me her password months ago when she needed me to submit an assignment while she was traveling. Never changed it. Friday afternoon, while she was at her sister's, I logged in. I wasn't looking for personal stuff, just work communications. Found the company's Slack. And boy, did I find things. Direct messages from Derek. You looked incredible in that dress today. Can't wait for our meeting later. My wife set a conference this weekend, house to ourselves for prep. You're too talented to be just an associate. I'll make sure you rise quickly. Her responses were enthusiastic. Lots of hearts and winking emojis. One message made me actually nauseous. Can't wait to show you my appreciation for all your mentorship. I screenshotted everything, created a new email, subject line, formal complaint regarding Derek Holmesworth. The email detailed the inappropriate messages, the after-hours badge logs, the solo drinks and meetings, the mention of a previous incident with an intern, no name given, concern about quid pro quo harassment regarding the promotion, attached the screenshots and logs, sent it to HR, the head of HR and Derek's manager. Then I waited. Monday morning came fast. Eliza came home Sunday night acting like nothing happened, said she needed space to think and decided she overreacted. I just nodded and made dinner. Monday 10 a.m. she called me, crying. They suspended Derek. What? Why? Someone sent HR screenshots of our Slack messages. I pulled our badge logs. They think we were, that he was. Were you? Silence. It's not what you think, she finally said. Then what is it? He said if I was nice to him, he'd fast-track my promotion. It wasn't, I didn't think. You didn't think trading sexual favors for career advancement was wrong? Don't you dare. You don't understand the pressure, how hard it is for women to advance. So you decided to make it harder for every other woman by perpetuating this crap? She hung up. 2 hours later, another call. This time she was hysterical. I'm suspended too, pending investigation. For the affair? For not reporting his advances, they said I had an obligation to report inappropriate behavior from a senior colleague. Did you tell them it was consensual? I told them he pressured me. Eliza, no, don't lie to HR. I'm not lying. He did pressure me, with the promotion and attention and you said yes. You made choices. Whose side are you on? The truth's. She came home that night with a box of her desk items. Derek had been fired. Not just suspended, terminated immediately. Turns out this wasn't his first investigation, it was his third. The intern from before had filed a complaint after leaving. Another woman in accounting had complained 2 years ago. HR had been building a file. Eliza was given a choice: resignation with neutral reference or termination with cause. This is your fault, she screamed at me. How is this my fault? You were so jealous, so suspicious. You made me feel like I had to prove something. I made you sleep with your married coworker? I didn't. We just kissed a few times and some other stuff, but not sex. Oh, well, that makes it all better. She threw a pillow at me. You don't get it, my career is ruined. Nobody will hire me. You ruined your own career when you decided to exchange other stuff for a promotion. Everyone does it. No, Eliza, they don't. She chose resignation. Moved back with her sister. But the story doesn't end there. Final update. So Derek's wife found out, not through the grapevine, through the termination letter that arrived at their house. She called Eliza. I know because Eliza called me sobbing afterward. Apparently, Mrs. Holmesworth was thorough. She'd suspected for years, had a PI following Derek, had photos of him and Eliza entering his house that Thursday, photos of them kissing in his car, photos going back weeks. She's divorcing him and subpoenaed Eliza as a witness, not vindictively, just as evidence of pattern behavior. Turns out Eliza was number 4 that the PI documented. But here's where it gets worse for Eliza. Remember that junior account manager position? The one she was being prepped for? It didn't exist. Derek had made it up. There was no opening, no interview scheduled, nothing. Just a lie to keep her hooked. She found out when she called her former colleague Jade to ask about returning her work files. Jade let it slip. What junior position? We're in a hiring freeze until Q3. Eliza called me after that. Different tone this time. Defeated. You tried to warn me. Yes. I called you jealous, controlling. Yes. Was it you? The email to HR? Does it matter? Long pause. I guess not. I made my choices. You did. I lost everything for nothing. My job, my reputation, my relationship. You lost them because you chose attention and false promises over integrity. I know. And you blamed me for your choices. I know. She asked if we could try again. Said she'd learned her lesson. That she understood now what real support looked like versus manipulation. I said no, not because I was angry, not even because she cheated, but because when faced with consequences, her first instinct was to lie and blame everyone else. That's not something you fix with an apology. Last I heard, she moved back to her hometown, deleted her LinkedIn, starting over at her dad's accounting firm. Derek? Divorced, unemployed, and facing a civil lawsuit from his wife. Turns out hiding assets during a divorce is a bad idea, especially when your wife's a surgeon with good lawyers. The company implemented mandatory harassment training and new policies about one-on-one meetings. Trevor says the whole office dynamics changed. People are more careful, more professional. Some call it cold, others call it appropriate. Me? I'm doing fine. Started dating someone new last week. She thinks my fantasy football obsession is endearing. Funny how jealousy looks a lot like pattern recognition in hindsight. And for everyone asking, yes, I knew it was wrong to access her laptop. But I also knew Derek would keep doing this to other women if someone didn't stop him. I'm not proud of the invasion of privacy, but I'm not sorry for the results. Sometimes the right thing and the legal thing aren't the same. But you didn't hear that from me.